It is another day. I have it up on the car lift a little bit taller. I was kind of planning on doing that whole section, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to get rid of this rust. I'm going to get rid of that rust. I'm going to get rid of this rust, which isn't really all that bad actually. You can see some of these older repairs just weren't done all that great. I'm going to probably tack weld a couple spots in here just to make sure this is connected to the floor better. Wire brush here and here, and maybe not there. But anyways, I'm gonna do a little bit more welding here, wire brush all this shit off, and my arms will be sore by the end of the day because I'll be welding or doing everything above me. This is the floor on the passenger side. It's actually not in bad shape. This is that rocker panel, which is pretty messed up. Right here at the front has a hole. I think I'll cut this panel off here, somewhere around like that. Maybe fold it under, but I also need to move all of this fender out. So I think while it's up here, I'm gonna do a little bit more work, because I think as soon as I'm done with this floor, wire brush and whatever else, weld and all that other good stuff, self-etching primer, rubberized undercoating, that will be done. I can put the gas tank back here. The floor will obviously be done. I can paint both the top and the bottom. Once all that's done, some welding wire that I'll probably grind it off. Anyways, once that's all completely done, then I can put that all back together and get it started. Once it's started, and this and the other side is all fixed, then I can drive it and put it back on this side facing backwards, because I really liked how I did this on the other side. I think working on this with all these in the way will be kind of a pain in the ass. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start on this. If you notice, decent amount of oil leakage here. I got a lot of rebuilding to do drivetrain wise. I want to pull the differentials out. If you're calling, I guess it's a differential. Looks like a third member because whatever. We'll take both of those out, front and rear, and rebuild them. I kind of want to take the transmission apart and reseal it. It works, but obviously there's a bunch of oil leaking. I'm not sure when I'll do that. So I'm going to start by figuring out how much of all this needs to come out. I may drop it a couple inches, but anyways, we'll see where that goes. The reason why the rust formed. All that sand, Jesus, soaks up moisture. Jiminy Christmas. I might be in for some trouble here. This whole section may need to get replaced. Yeah, she's not looking great, is she? Sides aren't bad. I'm going to want to tie to this somehow, probably from behind. Cut it here, here. That's going to take a little bit more thought than I thought it would. The amount of dirt, holy crap. That's good, solid. Let's check the other side. No dirt. Yeah, never mind. I found the dirt. So, what should we do? How does it get so much dirt in that? Okay, the center pile is dries and stuff, right? That whole pile, which is actually quite large, is all the dirt that came out that side. This pile here is this side. It's got a lot of dirt in there. I'm betting your wheels traveling, right, going round, round, round. I bet you kick dirt right through here. It looks like this shall be one solid channel, so I don't think that would do it, or this would do it. I bet you right there. There's got to be another spot of entrance. Alright, watch this. In the field. Oh, that's solid up there, at least on the top. Huh. Well, that's not quite what I wanted to see. My floor is a mess now. Sand went everywhere. I tried to do my best, but I sandblasted everything I could behind here. I got there good, and they're good, and also this back wall so I can paint it, or prime it I should say. I also did watch out for the noise. Also did this section. I probably need to do more, but I'm not going to worry about it yet because I got to cut all this off. I did finish welding those, and I sandblasted a lot of it so I can put this zinc chromate self-etching primer on. I use it a lot in boats on aluminum and steel, so I'm hoping it will hold up very well. Then I gotta sand all this stuff, or sand, gotta pick all the sand up. If I was smarter, or I guess more energetic, or whatever you want to say, I should have swept up first, then swept up the sand so I could reuse the sand. But I've had this bag for about 3 years now, and I only used maybe 2/3 of it to do what I did. So I'm really not worried about saving it. Plus I think it's like $10 a bag, and I still got a decent amount in there. I wanted to be able to roll this around. Mind you, that's a real cheap sandblaster. I wanted to be able to roll it around to go different parts of the Jeep, or the Ford, really. And that worked out pretty well. I was able to just roll it where I wanted, sandblast, roll it, sandblast. So we're getting closer. I'm liking the way it's looking. So I'm gonna spray paint the zinc chromate onto it, and then I plan on using urethane windshield adhesive on every joint. I like to use it because it seals really well, but still stays flexible. So what I want to do is I want to weld it all right there, or not weld it, use a caulking gun and put it all right there, all around these edges, so nothing gets stuck in between it. Hopefully that lasts longer. So just in case anybody's wondering, this was put on before I bought it. This is a new frame rail. To me, it looks like they probably cut the original one right there and they stacked it. Definitely not the best way to do it, but it is what it is. It'll work for what I want to do. They did the same thing on this side. You can kind of see 1, 2, and then 3 layers. So I'm not sure why, other than they didn't want to drill out all the spot welds. I'm starting to debate whether if I would have bought this thing, if I would have seen all this before. But I always kind of wanted one. The price was decent. I say decent because to me, I don't think it's as decent as it could have been now that I see all the rust. Cash, what you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's my supervisor. So what I did for sandblasting, had this welding helmet that I've had for years, that the electronics didn't work. It was one of those auto darkening, so I pulled it out. I used it as my face shield, respirator, because you don't want the silica dust in your lungs, and then I just went to town. So there we go. Big pile of dirt, but it's coming along really well. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much.